You...
Shut up!
Quiet, father! Why? Get back on the home! And be quiet for a moment and listen to me. I don't need to know anymore. Neither do you. This girl killed herself, died a horrible death. But each of you helped to kill her. Remember that. Never forget it. Then, I don't think you ever will. Remember what you did, Mrs. Bowling? You turned her away when she most needed help. You refused her, even with a pitiable little bit of organized charity you had in a powerful grandpa. Remember what you did.
God, I'm not liable to forget.
Just use her for the end of stupid drunken evening, as if she was an animal. A thing, not a person. No, you won't forget. Well, you didn't start with it. You started it. She wanted 25 shillings a week instead of 22 and 6. You made her pay a heavy price for that. Now, she's going to make you pay a heavier price still.
Look, Inspector, I give thousands. Yes,
You're
thousands.
offering the money at the wrong time, Mr. Bowling. No, I don't think any of you will do that. Neither that young man, Prof. To get at least offer some affection right all the time. But it was Miss God. You can't do her any more harm. You can't do her any good now either. Can't even say I'm sorry for Spitz.
That's the worst of it.
But just remember this. While he was made as God, but there are millions and millions and millions of Eva Smith and John Street still left with us. With their lives and hopes and fears, their sufferings and chances of happiness, all intertwined with our lives, with what we think and say and do. We don't live alone here. We're members of one body. We are responsible for each other. And I tell you that the time will soon come when, if I will not learn this lesson, that they will be taught it in fire, and blood, and anguish. Good night.
You're the one to blame for this. Oh, bet I am. Yes, and you've not realized yet all you've done. Most of this is bound to come out. There'll be public scandal.
Well, I don't care now.
Don't seem to care about anything, but I care. I was always searching for the next...
No, for God's sake, Father. What does it matter they give you a 911 or not?
Doesn't matter to you. Apparently nothing matters to you. It may interest you to know that every penny of that money you stole is repaid to for nothing. There's going to be no more drinking around town. And picking up women in the heroin
I
club.
should think not. Eric, I'm absolutely ashamed of you.
Well, I don't blame you. But don't forget, I'm ashamed of you. Both of you.
Oh, drop that. That's an excuse for what your mother and I did. It turned out unfortunately, that's all.
That's all.
Well, what have you to say?
I don't know where to begin.
There's no begin. Nobody wants you to.
I'll be half badly too. I know I did. I'm ashamed of it. But now you pretend that nothing much has happened.
Nothing much has happened. Haven't I already told you there's going to be a public scandal? Unless we're lucky. Who here will suffer more than I will?
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't care about that. The point is you don't seem to have learned anything.
Or don't I? Quite wrong there. I've learned plenty tonight. You don't want me to tell you what I've learned, I hope. And I look back on tonight, and I think back of what I was feeling when the five of us sat down at the table.
Yes, and you remember what you said to me and Gerald after dinner. When you're so pleased with yourself. You said that a man has to look after himself, mind his own business, and make his own way. And we wouldn't take any notice about these cranks who tell us that everybody has to look after everybody else. As if we all mix up together. And one of those cranks walk in, the inspector, I didn't notice that he said that every man for himself.
Is that when the inspector came? Is after father have said that?
Yes.
Now, what's the matter, sure? It's weird. Very weird. I know what you're going to say. But I've been wondering myself. It doesn't much matter now, of course, but was he really a police inspector?
Well, if he wasn't, it makes a damn awful lot. Makes all the difference.
No, it doesn't.
Don't talk rubbish. Of course it does.
Well, it doesn't to me, and it also to you either. Don't be childish, Shira. I'm not being. If you want to know it's you to be childish, try not to face the fact.
I won't have that sort of talk. You said that once more and get out of this room.
She's right, though.
I'm going home in a minute or two. But don't you see? If that's how come tonight is true, then it doesn't much matter now who made us confess. And it was true, wasn't it? Father threw this girl because she asked for decent wages. I went and pushed her father out right to the street just because I was angry and she was very pretty. Gerard kept her as his mistress and then dropped her when it suited him. And Eric? Well, we know what Eric did. And Mother hardened her heart and gave her the final push that finished her. That's what's important, not whether a man is police inspector or not.
He was our police inspector, all right?
If it's any comfort to you, and it isn't to me, I have an idea, and I had it all along vaguely, that there's something very curious about him. He never looked like an ordinary police inspector.
You're right. Yes, you're right. I felt it too. Oh, did you?
Well, I must say, his manner was so extraordinary. So rude and selfish.
And look at the way he talked to me. Telling me to shut up and so on. He must have known. Besides, the way he talked. And you remember? You don't talk like that.
All right, but it doesn't make any real difference, you know. Of course it does.
No, she was right.
That's comment that is coming from you. You're the one who makes the most difference too. You've confessed to that. And now he knows all about it. He can carry it to the inquest, and if necessary, carry it to court. He can't do anything to you, Sheila, and your mother and me. Except perhaps make us look a bit ashamed of ourselves in the public. But as for you, he can ruin you.
We hardly ever told him anything he didn't know. Did you notice that?
That's nothing. Get a bit of information, like by the girl. Made a few smart guesses. But the fact remains that if we hadn't talked so much, he had reason to go on. And really, when it comes to think of it, why you all have to go letting everything come out of your mouth like that? Please.
All right, but he made us confess. Really, from the way children talk. You might be wanting to help him instead of us. Now, just be quiet, so your father can decide what we have to do.
Yes, well, we have to do something. You have to work with me too. Who's this? And I better go.
No, Emma will go. I asked her to make a cup of tea. Might be Gerald coming there.
Oh, yes. I forgot about him.
It's Mr. Crow.
I hope you don't mind my coming back.
Of course not, Gerald.
special reason for coming. When did that inspector go?
Only a few minutes ago. It was just all true. Sheila, let me explain them.
We didn't bother him with all this stuff.
All right. But we're rolling it up to the neck. God was to you.
How did he behave?
It was frightening.
If you ask me, he behaved in a very suspicious and peculiar manner.
Well, the rude way he spoke to me, Mr. Burley, was so extraordinary, I think.
You know something? What is it?
That man wasn't a police officer.
Are you certain?
I almost certain. That's what I came back to tell you. You didn't tell him? No. I passed it off by saying having an argument with somebody. But the point is, they had an inspector like the chap who came here.
By jingo!
Hey!
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say I couldn't imagine a real police inspector talking like that?
Well, you're right. There isn't any such inspector here. We've been hacked.
I'm going to make a certain of this.
What are you going to do?
We're not the chief constable, on a moment.
Careful what you say, dear.
Of course. True. I was going to do this anyhow. Had my suspicions all along. Gordon Roberts, please. Mr. Arthur Billy. Star Roberts. Billy here. Sorry to ring you up so late, but can you tell me if there's any Inspector Gould going to your staff lately? Gould. G-O-O-L-E. Wow, he's a new man. Tall, clean-shaven. Yes. Yes? Well, that settles it. Oh, no. It's just a little argument we were having. Good night. There is no Inspector Gould in the police. As Gerald said, we've been hacked.
I felt it all the time. He never talked like one. He never even looked like one.
This makes a difference, you know. In fact, it makes all the difference.
Of course.
I suppose we are nice people now.
Well, if you have nothing more sensible than that to say, Sheila, you better keep quiet.
She's right, though.
And you better keep quiet anyhow. That had been the real police inspector, and he'll you confess.
Arthur, careful.
Yes.
You see, Gerald, you haven't seen the rest of our crimes and idiocies.
That's all right. I don't want to. And what do you make of this business now? Was it hot?
Well, of course. Somebody put that fellow out to coming here hoaxing us. There are people who dislike me not to do that. We ought to have censored it first. In the ordinary way, I believe I would have done. But, something like that, friend on top of all the little celebration, just when we are feeling rather pleased with ourselves, actually, it took me by surprise.
I wish I'd been here when that man first arrived. I would ask you a few questions before I allowed you to ask any. But don't forget to show you the photograph of the girl before that. I was the one of you who didn't give it to him. And now, I must say, we must discuss this business quietly and sensibly, and decide if there's anything to be done about it.
You're absolutely right, my dear. Already we've discovered one important fact. That fellow was a fraud, and we've been hoaxed. And that may not be the end of it by any means.
I'm sure it isn't.
You are, eh? Good. Now sit down, Eric.
I'm all right.
You all right? You're anything but all right. And you need to stand there as if what? As if you've got nothing to do with us. Or just remember this, young man. If anybody's up to the neck in this business, you are. So you better take some interest in it.
I do take some interest in it. And I take too much. That's my trouble.
Explain to you.
Now listen, you two. If you two are still feeling on edge, then the least you can do is to keep quiet. Leave this to us. I believe that fellow's antics rather us a bit. But we found him out. Now it's our turn.
Or to do what? To behave sensibly, sure. which is more than you're doing.
What's the use of talking behaving sensibly right now? You're now all beginning to pretend that nothing really happened at all. And I can't see like that. The girl is still dead, isn't she? Nobody has brought her to life, have they?
That's what I feel, Eric. And that's what they don't seem to understand.
And whoever that chap was, the fact remains that I did what I did. And Mother did what she did. And all of you did what you all did to her. It's still the same rotten story, whether it's been told to the inspector or not. And according to you, Hero, I ought to feel a lot better. And you might as well know. I stole some money. Hey, I don't care now, Father. Let him know. Money is not the important thing for now. What we all did to her and what happened to the girl, that matters. And I still feel the same about it. And that's why I don't feel like sitting down here and having nice cozy talk.
And Eric is absolutely right.
Oh, for God's sake.
Arthur,
Well, my dear, that's all damn exaggerating. They just want to understand our position, not to see the difference between stuff like this coming up in private or a downright public scandal.
And it doesn't alter the fact that we all have to kill her.
If you don't stop shouting, better get out of this house. So far as I know, we'll get you out of your house from now on.
Well, I don't give a damn now whether I stay here or not.
You'll stay here long enough to give me that money you stole. Yes, and pay back too.
what big and fast get back to my village?
Well, is it a fact?
Yes, of course it is. You don't know the whole story yet.
Now, look, a man comes here pretending to be a police officer. It's a cop of some kind. And what does he do? Very artfully, working on bits of information he picks up here and there, he bluffs us into confessing. We've all been mixed up in this girl's life in one way or another.
I don't care now. The girl that I knew was already dead.
Is she? How do we know she is? Now, let's look at it from this fellow's point of view. We know that fellow was a fraud, and we've been hoaxed. So he has started a trick on us. So, there he goes. We're having a little nice celebration tonight, and feeling rather pleased with ourselves. And he has to start the trick on us, or he starts right off. A girl just died in the infirmary, dressed as strong disinfectant, died in agony.
Don't pile it on, all right.
Aha! There you are, you see? Just repeating it takes you up a bit. And that's what exactly he had to do. Take us all at once, and then start questioning us. So we don't know where we were. Well, let's admit that. You're not a rat for us, all right?
I could laugh his head off if I knew from the start it was really a hoax.
Well, obvious it is. It's a hoax. No police inquiry, no what girl this all happened to, no scandal.
And no suicide?
We can settle that once.
How?
We're ringing up infirmary. Whether there is that girl there or there isn't.
It will look a bit quick, won't it?
I don't mind doing it.
And if there isn't?
Oh, we'll see. 986. Is this infirmary? Yes. This is Mr. Gerald Croft of Croft Limited. We are worried about one of our employees. Have you had a girl brought in this afternoon by drinking disinfectant or any like suicide? Oh, yes, I will. Yes. Are you certain of that? All right. had a suicide for months.
Well, there you are. It's proof positive. The whole story is just about moonshine. Nothing but an elaborate sale. No one likes to be sold as badly as that. But for all that, have a drink, Joe.
Ah, thank you. I think I could just do it for now.
Or what?
Yes, and I must say, Gerald, you argued this very cleverly, and I'm most grateful.
Well, when I was out of this house, I had time to cool off and think things out a little.
Yes. You didn't keep me on the run as you did the rest of us. I believe that fellow man gets scared sometimes. But that's a special reason for not wanting any public scandal this now. Well, here's to us. Come on. Sheila, don't go like that. It's all over now.
The worst part is, but you're forgetting one thing I still can't forget. Everything you said had happened, really had happened. And if it didn't end tragically, well, that's lucky for us, but it might have done.
The whole thing's different now. You can see that, can't you? You all have to feel for it. That's what he said, right? And I wish you could see the look on his face. And he said, I'm going to bed, young woman.
All to get out of this. Brian's been waiting.
Nonsense. You'll have a good laugh over it yet.
You pretend everything just as it was before.
Well, isn't it? We've been happy, that's all.
So that nothing really happened. We can go on behaving just as we did. Why shouldn't we? I tell you, whoever the inspector was, it was anything but a joke. You knew it then. You began to learn something. And now you stop, you're ready to go on in the same old way.
And you're not, eh?
No, because I remember what he said, how he lived, and how he made you feel. Fire, blood, and anguish. Try to be with, and I can't listen to it anymore of it.
I agree with you. Frightens me too. I go to bed then. Don't stand there being hysterical.
Don't be panic. They are tired, I think. And in the morning, they will be as amused as we are.
That everything's all right now, right? So, what about the street?
No. It's too soon.
Now look at that pair of them. The famous generation who knew it all. They can't even take a joke. Yes? What? Look here. That was the police. A girl has just died in the infirmary after drinking a strong disinfectant. And now a police inspector is on his way here to ask some questions.